What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It is your boy MM2K, and I'm back again here with your co-host, Cold Blood Sensei. We're back again with another episode of NRO Mic Check. This is where we take the hottest topic for the day, and we talk about it with the gaming public. Cold Blood, how you doing today, good brother?
Hey, what's up? I'm good, bro.
We got a special one today. Everybody stop the presses. Everybody, bring out, pop out the champagne. You know what I'm saying? Bring out start baking the turkeys and chickens. Xbox announced a promise, and they're following through with it. Oh my gosh! Let's stop breathing. let's sell all of our stock, and the world is coming to it. No, it's a very interesting reaction that we're seeing out there in the gaming world, because Xbox promised that this stuff would come day and date, and they're actually following through on it. I'm amazed at reactions on both sides, but mainly people are like, "Oh, the PlayStation people are shook." I don't understand why. Me and Cold Blood was just talking about that beforehand, because even if you don't have a showcase, I still feel like you need to have a showcase, but you don't need to have one now. But regardless if you have the showcase now, later, whatever, don't. What were you saying, Cold Blood, as far as the Xbox showcase? The Xbox showcase is essentially what?
The PlayStation showcase. Like, why would PlayStation need one? I'm still asking you that, and you did not give me a real answer.
Well, no, I gave a real answer. I mean, I feel like, look, here's the thing, and I've always said this. It's on the channel. You gotta show people what's coming. That ain't got nothing to do with video games. That's everything. Any consumer product, you need to show people what's coming. And if I had to score a PlayStation on that, I would give them a D-. They really haven't done the greatest job in letting people know what's coming. We as gamers, that's all. Well, hold on, let me answer your question. Let me answer your question.
No, wait. No, just think about Silent Hill now on Thursday. That is your fucking PlayStation showcase. Like, this is the only fucking game that is confirmed to come out this year, exclusively for PlayStation. That's not true. That we know of. Everything else we have no fucking idea.
Yeah, that's not true. We got Concord, and if that's all you got, then sometimes
this shit is not real. This shit is not real. It's a fucking Matrix.
You
don't believe his lies.
They said that they said Concord, I think, during one of the investor meetings was coming. So if that's coming, then you don't need to do it now, but if it's, I'm imagining it's coming September, October, November. I say by July, we need to see something. That's all. You got to show people stuff that's coming. Now, the sense of urgency with it, I do agree with you on that. The sense of urgency behind it is not there anymore, because why? Because you have a bigger sense of urgency when you got a competitor breathing down your neck, and the competition's over, folks. Like, let's keep it real. As much as we like to talk shit about Xbox, or talk shit about this one, or talk in favor of Xbox, talk shit for it's the console war's over. We're literally just like dissecting this and talking about this as gamers. So yeah, I don't think Sony needs to go toe for toe with Xbox, because I do agree with Cold Blood here. Everything that Xbox is showing you is coming to PlayStation. So yeah, it is a pseudo PlayStation show. But I still think that a good enough percentage of your hardcore gamers, they love your exclusives. Like, even though they see Hellblade and they see Starfield coming, they don't give a flying about those games.
Most, do they, when Sea of Thieves was #1 on the fucking PlayStation Store? Do they like our exclusive that much?
Yeah, they like them, but Sea of Thieves, they just have
I don't think so.
Play that
like, bro, a lot of these motherfuckers expose themselves now as fucking Xbox lovers. Like, bro.
Well, see, that's where I think you're conflating. You're conflating those that fanboy on Twitter versus the average consumer. The average consumer, they don't know who me or you are, who J Bar is. They saw a new game, Sea of Thieves, and they're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna pick that up. That's cool. But I'm talking about for us.
Wait. So you're saying Twitter's the 1% and the 99 decided Sea of Thieves is better than Stellar Blade? Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, did they decide it's better than Stellar Blade? They just saw that the game was coming and they felt like that they would, play it. I mean, when you say decide, are we for sure that Sea of Thieves numbers are better altogether? Do we know that for sure? Yet. Would you say?
But
no, we don't.
Probably will be close to number one.
We don't know that.
I can tell that much.
We don't know that. We don't know how they're coming. Coming down on that. When does Sea of Thieves release, or has it already released?
It's already released.
Oh, it's already released. Now, Stellar Blade, the month that it was released, wasn't Stellar Blade the number one PlayStation game? I thought I saw a poll that said it was the number one PlayStation game. Like from players activity.
Yeah, voting. Yeah. People that voted, but I think Sea of Thieves wasn't even an option, from what I remember.
I thought I saw something with player activity. Well, we'll see. We don't know that, but I'm saying like the majority of the people that bought Sea of Thieves, they're not us. They don't represent us. They don't represent the demo that we're talking to. I'm talking about for us. The hardcore gamer who we ain't touching Sea of Thieves. Trust me. We're not the ones that made Sea of Thieves number one on PlayStation. Trust me. Yeah, I've seen some people out there that wanted to gloat and were like, yeah, man, Sea of Thieves is on PlayStation. Let's go. They wanted to gloat and do that shit. But the majority of us thought it was trash on Xbox, and we think it's trash on PlayStation. We ain't wasting no money on that, especially with all the shit that we had.
But some of those Twitter dudes really exposed themselves.
But that's what I said. Yeah, just some of them. Yeah,
they've been trashing fucking Xbox when the game was on Xbox, but when Grounded came out on PlayStation, all of a sudden I see a lot of positivity for that game, like out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, some of them are they feel like they're either gloating or they're just overall they're Xbox haters. They're the reverse of the people that we dogpile on every day. They're the arch nemesis of the Xbox haters. I mean, of the PlayStation haters. They're just Xbox haters. And now that it's on PlayStation, they want to celebrate it. Yeah, there's definitely frauds out there, but the overwhelming majority of us, we ain't touching that shit. We want nothing to do with Sea of Thieves. We want nothing to do with Grounded. And my thing is if you love Grounded or Sea of Thieves so much, you should have played the shit when it was on Xbox. Like, you celebrating it and jumping on it now that it's on PlayStation is fraudulent behavior, because you could have gotten Game Pass. Most of us have multiple consoles. Y'all went and got Game Pass on Xbox. Y'all got access to it on PC. Y'all could have supported it way back when. So, but I do feel that for us, because look, let me ask you a question then. When Starfield drops on PlayStation, you getting it?
Oh, because I already beat that fucker on PC.
Are you getting Hellblade?
No, because I beat that shit on PC.
I mean, you get what else could be coming? If Gears Collection, there's a rumor Gears Collection is coming. If Gears Collection comes, you getting that on PlayStation?
I might.
You're gonna get Gears Collection. Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, I might, bro. Legit. Why not? If they make it a 4K remaster or remake, I'd be fucking glad.
So if the Gears remaster is available on Game Pass, you're telling me that you're going to actually buy the motherfucker on PlayStation 5?
Yes.
Gears remaster. Okay.
Yes, so I can platinum these fuckers. Of course.
Okay, well, I guess you don't need anything then. I'm not. Trophies don't mean that much to me. I'm not playing it again. Nothing against Gears. Nothing. I love the first three. But that was fucking decades ago almost. I'm not buying. I'm not.
I want only the first three. Yeah, like
Yeah,
4 and 5 can go back to Xbox.
And it's not even about Xbox versus PlayStation. I'm not buying a remaster unless it's something that I haven't played before or something that I truly think is like a class, is like, oh shit, this is like in my top 10 or even my top 20. Hey man, nah. So I need to see shit. I need to see what PlayStation is dropping. I'm not worried about anything coming from Xbox, even if it is coming to PlayStation 2. I need to see what PlayStation got in store. I do agree, we don't need to see it super in advance right now. That sense of urgency just isn't there, and it makes sense. But yeah, a few months before Concord drops, I need to see what the hell that is. And I think that's important because people plan accordingly. Oh shit, that looks interesting. That looks dope. Oh man, I'm at a point to where I got to figure out what game I'm getting. Oh yeah, see, now that I've seen that Concord, yeah, I'm gonna get it. Okay, that's been a gaming pride and true tradition for decades now. So yeah, PlayStation, you need to do it in the summer? Well, I would like it in the summer, but I would say by July, maybe August, because I'm gonna guess that Concord's gonna come out in October. I would say by August you need to show us something.
All right, PlayStation got something coming very soon. Something absolutely nobody here probably gives a fuck about. Called Destiny 2: The Final Shape.
Oh yeah, well, is that PlayStation or is that Sony? I'm trying to. Yeah, is that a Sony
PlayStation?
Thing?
Well, it is kind of PlayStation. Let's be real. I mean, they might be under Sony, yeah, like in name, but it's still fucking PlayStation. They got no other gaming division at Sony.
And to be fair, I could get that anywhere. So that's not really the play. Like, you know what I mean? I think people want to see specifically what's exclusive to PlayStation.
Like, why do you care? The exclusives don't matter no more, right?
Not to me, they do.
Oh, okay.
I don't care what these bots are. I mean, I get the joke, but no, I'm not. Like you said.
Would you even care? No, look. Would you even care if Destiny 2: The Final Shape was exclusive to PlayStation?
Nah, I wouldn't even care. I
I
wouldn't even care. Yeah, that one I don't care. Yeah, I'm gonna play semantics with that one all day, and I'm gonna say that's Sony. I'm gonna treat it like them Sony mobile games. Destiny is trash. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make people mad when I say that shit. Destiny is trash. It's butt milk. It's doo-doo soup. And you're talking to someone who could have lost his kids to children youth services because of the first Destiny. So, oh, you're just a hater because it ain't your type of game and you suck. No, I love the first Destiny. With the second Destiny, they totally went off the fucking rails. I could give two shits about that game. As far as I'm concerned, they can dismantle Bungie, take a couple of people out of there and use them to fine tune the few games as a service titles they're going to work on. I could care less what happens to Destiny. I care less what happens to Bungie. I could care less what happens. What's that new shit they got coming out? Marathon. I could care less what happens to that. I'm sorry. Get mad at me. Get triggered. You know what I'm saying? I can see y'all. I can see the steam coming from y'all heads right now. When's the last time you played Destiny, Cold Blood?
When Destiny 2 launched.
That's what I'm saying.
But I was fucking hard on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like after they only after a year put it in fucking PlayStation Plus, I was like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Bro, I literally just paid $70 fucking for your shit. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody got
and you're telling me everybody gets it for free, and now they can pay the money that I paid for your fucking game. They can pay for the DLC. Nah. Oh nah, hell no. I was so pissed off, bro. Legit, Bungie was one of the worst developers ever for that BS.
Yeah, they totally suck right now. And like I said, the only thing that I think that they're good for, and I know a lot, and a lot of people that I know that do Destiny content, you know, they're going to hate me. My brother's going to hate me when I say this, but, you know, fuck Destiny. I don't care. I mean, I don't get, and fuck Bungie. I don't care. Like, dismantle them, extract the people that know how to advise for games as a service, and with their expertise, Sony's penchant for quality, and their ability to make great partnerships, I would be happy. Fuck them.
I think your wish will come true when Marathon is a fucking flop.
Yeah. I have no hope into that. And you know why, Cold Blood? Because look, man, let me tell you something. And this is something that Cold Blood recognizes, but I definitely seen this from lineage, from decades of gaming. When you got good shit, y'all know in advance. Like, there may be some things that people show you early that you're like, you know, I don't know about that one. Like Stellar Blade, for instance. Like, a lot of people were like up and down with Stellar Blade, and, you know, and I wasn't sure about it either, but they had the confidence to show their shit early. I'm not saying everybody that shows their shit early, but 9 times out of 10, when we talk about a good game, it was showed early, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And when people want to like not show you anything, they just want to make these blanket announcements and hide shit. I think more often than not all the time, but more often than not, that's because they're feeding you some dog shit. And they're trying to figure out a way to, like, we've heard that there's been rumors, again, nothing etched in stone, but there's been rumors that Marathon has been kind of a mess, and that Bungie changed studio directors or something and didn't even tell anybody, and then they had to make the announcement once they were exposed. So I have no faith in Marathon. I don't know what Jade Raymond is making. We'll see.
Dog shit.
Yeah, probably. You know. Sorry if you guys were coming here and expecting us to go, PlayStation is the best, everything they did. No, we don't. Again, we don't cap here. We come down the middle. We have our preferences, but we come down the middle. You know what I mean? And that's why we're about to.
Definitely capping for no live service. That's for damn sure.
And me, on the other hand, I don't mind. You know, of course, you know, I'm more prone to like live service, but I got to be real, because, you know, there's a lot of time and money that I'd rather not spend on bullshit. So I'm not just going to sit there and say, oh no, well, let's be optimistic. No, I mean, look, I've been doing this for too long. I know the signs, and I just don't see it. Like for instance, Helldivers 2. Again, we didn't know what was going to happen with Helldivers 2. We had no way of imagining.
I did.
You know what I mean? Well, you saw it like being
the content is going to be drip feed to you like crazy.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about, like, as far as it being so popular, though. I don't think any of us knew.
Yeah, but is it still popular? Did you look at the Steam numbers lately?
Well, yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, it's still what?
I told you it's going to happen. I told you it's going to happen very soon.
I said that was going to happen too. Yeah, I said, yeah, by the end of the year, it's not going to remain its popularity. You know, you kind of knew that just by how much problems they had maintaining the game. But what I'm saying is, I don't think any of us knew it was going to see the ceiling that it saw. But they were confident in what they had. That's why they kept showing you shit early. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying everything that's shown early is going to be a superstar. I'm just saying, I feel like more often than not, when you're trying to hide your shit, then that's the less confident that you are, and you're probably not that confident for a reason, you know. So
yeah, Helldivers, the concept is fucking great, but it's just not enough.
It's too stacked. Yeah, exactly. I am not surprised.
After the 20th time fighting the fucking bugs and these bots, you just get tired.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I want something else, something different.
Yeah. And to me, it's fun fighting the bugs.
I'm still of the belief PvP should be in Helldivers. Just saying. The developers are completely against it, but I'm not.
I can understand them being against it. I just think that they need to come up with more options.
Bro, just imagine the fucking chaos when people start throwing their shit everywhere on a big ass battlefield. Bro, that'd be so fucking epic.
I mean, the groundwork is already there. You already have, for a lot of, you already have, what do you call that shit? You could do cross damage, or you could have casualties, so I mean, it's already there. You could try it. I think, I mean, the way that it's dropping now, though, they might have to consider it. But I just think, I think it would be smarter to you take their resources and come up with more factions and come up with different shit. Like when the missions, when we know how to do the missions and they're the fucking same. And now we're 6 months out from launch? No, we're not 6 months out.
You absolutely need raid style missions too.
Yeah.
Like where all of a sudden it's not only you four, but you get other squads into the game.
Exactly. Yeah. I
think
everywhere.
That's a good idea, bro. Like they come from everywhere. You see only them coming down from the sky, like bam, 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 and then everybody fights these fuckers, like
exactly
big ass fight. That'd be awesome. Like why not do that? Oh yeah, the server is not gonna take it well.
They better fix that shit. They got to come up with something. They got to come up with something.
But I think that's where it stops. Like, bro, a team of 100 people ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, they gotta beef up. Yeah, I wouldn't be, and that's why I'm not against PvP ever. I just think that they're so poorly resourced. I think they just need to diversify the game and add more shit to it, and you know what I'm saying, add more missions and and what you said about raid. I think that's fucking awesome. Add shit to it, and then you can go, when you get bigger, go to PvP. And if I'm Sony, I'm just throwing money at this. I mean, I'm not throwing money at like blindly, but I'm like, what do you need to do this? What do you need to do that? What do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm helping you build as fast as possible because this shit is rapidly declining. And if they do something stupid like build an Xbox version, oh my God, that would be so stupid. That would be so dumb. And not because I don't want it on it, but
wait, but that'd be kind of thematically with Xbox.
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
Yeah, when it's already dead.
Mm-hmm. That is true. That is
like
true.
with Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Paul Game says Helldivers 2 needs something. Yeah. Like, I haven't touched it. Now me, I've just had difficulty playing games, and I'll be honest with you, I tried Dragon's Dogma again on GFN just to see what it was. Stellar Blade has taken my soul, and that fucking man, but I had to give it a break. I actually bruised my thumb playing that game. A Crab's Treasure, another Crab's Treasure. Oh my God, that game is awesome. That game is awesome, but Stellar Blade is number one. And I think you are right. I'm going to give you your cold blood. I think the reason why I didn't fuck with the Souls all like that, I think it was the atmospherics, the visuals, like that dystopian castle and medieval, the way that they looked, that didn't appeal to me. But you put it in a different visual setting like Stellar Blade and especially another Crab's Treasure, that's some kitty looking shit. But you put something in a aesthetic that I can handle, I'm in love with them. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know Sekiro is different. It's just something about the settings that they choose I'm not really digging. But I love Stellar Blade, which is not really Souls-like. I like Stellar Blade, but I definitely like another Crab's Treasure. So, but those two games have taken my time up. I don't want to play anything else right now. And so Helldivers isn't even on my radar. Like I went to go boot it up, and then I said, no, I'm gonna play another Crab's Treasure. And I played that game for 5 fucking hours. Jonathan is sitting there cracking up in the chat. The hell with you, Jonathan. That's a good game. That is a good game. And it's doing better than Hellblade. So that's all I care about. Let me see. Is it still doing better than Hellblade? I know I sound like a hater. Oh, look at him. He's hating. Why is it got to do better than Hellblade? Because it makes y'all mad.
Wait. Isn't that a Crab's Treasure right now better?
It is. I'm going to show you right now.
No fucking way.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I'm going to do this with the members. When we can, I didn't have the time today because I was going to play some Hellblade. And I said, no, let's do a member show because we were short last week. We'll just double up tomorrow or something like that. But I had this exchange over the weekend, and we went out of town to go visit my brother-in-law yesterday. And I just had this exchange over the weekend, which was fucking stupid. I'm putting this on the screen right now so you guys can see. So this is another crab. Hold on, no. I got the wrong one. Okay, there we go.
Dude,
that's another.
I still don't see 10 likes in you, so we're not gonna touch.
Yeah.
So then.
I meant, yeah. I'm glad you said, because I meant to say it, but I was running in my mouth. Yeah, we need 10 likes. Come on, y'all. We need 10 likes, and we can move on with the show. Let's do it. That's another.
We're gonna make fun of Xbox as usual.
They're finally gonna say something positive about Xbox. Oh, let me tune in. And here we're still talking. Look, oh, here we go. God damn. Almost double. Look at that. Another Crab's Treasure is at 920 right now in game. Fucking Hellblade 2 is at 599. Holy shit. This is a game that launched a month prior. Nowhere near the marketing budget, right? Like the marketing budget was Sean. They sent Sean a bag of Fritos and some Newports. Sean gave her the chat.
Why Sean? It was me that decided on the game. Sean did nothing this
okay.
time.
All right. Well, you and Sean.
I only asked him if it's okay, and he said yes.
Oh, okay. I want to show you guys something. So, me clicking on chart, it should pop up. Yeah, okay. So, the fucking all-time peak for Hellblade was 3982. And that was 3 days after launch, right? I want to show you the all-time peak for another Crab's Treasure.
Why are we even comparing the two?
because I get all these 4715. Jesus Christ. I thought it was 6,000. It's higher. That's higher.
The 6,000 was the first Hellblade, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's fucking, yeah, it has a better all-time peak. And there's more people playing another Crab's Treasure than there is on Hellblade. And in fucking Hellblade debuted 25th. No, it debuted 30th on Game Pass. It's a Game Pass. It debuted 30th on the Xbox list, and it's in Game Pass. Rather, it didn't debut 30th in Game Pass because now they think they're slick at Game Pass. They only show you the top 15. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's crazy. And people debate me about, it's subjective. I'm going to show y'all when we do the member stream. It's subjective what you're saying. I said, no, you fucking lum nuts. We have 2 streams that are over 6 hours only because Cold Blood was eating something and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is less than 5 hours to play this game. And you guys saw, he didn't just beeline everything. He was looking for shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying he was searching for, but he was looking for shit. You know what I'm saying? He didn't just do a straight beeline through the game. You got to look for shit. It's fucking under 6 hours. Like, can y'all stop this tomfoolery? The game is shorter than before. You guys are sitting there like, the one guy admitted it. He was like, I have irritable bowel syndrome, so I got to keep going to the bathroom and taking shits. So that added 45 minutes to my game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are doing the most, and it's not like we didn't already bust y'all. We busted you guys when you were playing Sea of Thieves when it launched. There were people, I'm not going to name any names. There were people to increase their numbers on Sea of Thieves. They left the game running on Xbox and they went to work. They left the game to add hours, right? We saw people doing that for Starfield. I busted that because while I was playing Starfield, like, I kept trying to get it to work on my PC, and Cold Blood was laughing at me and shit. And I kept trying to get it to work on my PC, and I wasted like 3 hours before I even got to even play the game because I couldn't get it to work right on my PC natively. And that 3 hours went into my tally. So when somebody shows you their tally on Xbox, don't believe it. When they show it to you via the Xbox app, don't believe it. They got to show you their tally in game. They need to show you the hours in game because most likely in game, it doesn't accumulate if the game is paused. So
look, these Steam numbers for Hellblade, that is like a fucking childbirth that failed.
Yeah,
like the head came out, and then the woman said, "Nah, I can't no more. Put it back in."
I'll go into a fourth trimester.
Bro. No, I mean,
oh my fucking God. I got to show you this. But
I feel bad for Ninja Fury. I feel so bad.
I do, yeah, but it's Xbox's fault. Look, this is the first Hellblade. There's only 150 more people in Hellblade 2 than there is in Hellblade 1. You gotta be freaking kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Like, pretty soon, we're gonna be showing this Cold Blood, and there's gonna be more people in Hellblade 1 than there is in Hellblade. And look at this, dude. 53 concurrent players. They reached the max of 53. How far away was that from launch? When did this game launch? The day of launch. The day of launch, Hellblade 1 saw 53 people. All-time peak. 53 the day of launch. Now, I know a lot of you were saying, but it's in Game Pass. It's in Game Pass. Who cares?
That is the fucking issue here.
Yeah,
isn't
exactly. It? Yeah.
Like, games like these that are experiences should be full-priced games without the fucking renting service. That's the only way these games make any money.
It's a Game Pass.
Like, bro, legit, you can get a fucking 40-day trial for this Game Pass bullshit and beat this game in 1 day. It's crazy.
Oh my.
Ain't nobody dumb enough to subscribe to Game Pass just for this.
And bro, I'm just looking at that. It's still 23rd. It's still in the 23rd place. It's been in 23rd since this weekend on Xbox. Let's see if it even register when I go filter by Game Pass only games. Like, come on. It's like what Cold Blood said is 1,000% right. That's part of the problem. Okay, it does register. It's for Game Pass games, it's 6th for Game Pass only games, but that's fucking crazy. Like,
goddamn, that's better than I expected. Actually,
it's getting beat by Fallout 4, Fallout 76, and Dead by Daylight.
Like I said, I'm actually surprised it's even up there.
You know, but it just goes to show you, to Cold Blood's point, you know, number one, but here's the problem though with that Cold Blood. Even though you didn't expect it there has not been a single first party game that's launched in Game Pass, I want to say since they went day and date with their shit, that hasn't debuted at 1. It's been at 1 at least.
Wait, what do you mean? MLB
Like-
The Show is a first party game?
A first party Xbox game? I mean, first party Xbox game. There has been no
Doesn't
first
matter.
party. Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is since they put their games day and date in Game Pass, all of their games, at least they've reached number 1 at some point in time around the launch. Like it may have not been the day of launch. It may have been like a couple days after, but they've reached number 1. This is not, it's not number 1 on Game Pass, nor it's not number 1 on Xbox. It ain't even number 1 on Game Pass. That's bad. This is like one of the worst performing games that they've had since they started putting their shit day and date on Game Pass.
What was even Forza and them shits number 1?
Number
on
1,
Game
yeah.
Pass?
Yeah, for like
You sure about that?
a day. And then they, yeah. At
Yeah,
least
but then it went back to fucking live service games.
oh yeah,
that,
yeah.
The fucking default games, like we call them.
Mm-hmm.
The Call of Duties, the Fortnites, the fucking whatever else, Rocket Leagues,
Yeah.
that shit.
Yep. It'll always go back. Like right now, if like Hellblade had peaked at number 1 in Game Pass and then it slid out the same day, that would be the typical trend. Again, the typical trend still isn't great because look at what happened to fucking what's the game? The Tango Works game. You know, the typical Game Pass just isn't performing well altogether. But when you have that games atypically hit number 1 and then, you know, get scurried back, Starfield stayed number 1 a little bit longer, but again, that still didn't perform up to their long-term expectations. And you have a game that performs worse than that says a lot.
Okay, we got our likes, boss.
Say that, I'm sorry, say that again, Cold Blood.
We got our likes.
Oh, we got our likes. Good. Okay. Appreciate it. Paul Game says, what's the point of so-called good-looking graphics that you can't go? Yeah. Again, a tech demo is cool at launch or within the first year, but past that, you got to do, you know, no, you got to have, I think you got to have gameplay all the way around, but whatever. But it's excusable the first year. All right. Well, everybody, want to talk about this Call of Duty? Let's go here and try to give you guys the full story right here. Here goes the blog post from Xbox Wire. It says play Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on day 1. Excuse me, with Xbox Game Pass. We're excited to confirm that Game Pass members will be able to jump into Call of Duty Black Ops 6 day 1. As revealed last week, we will have some Xbox game showcase, followed by Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Direct on June 9th, 2024 at 10 a.m. where we will share even more details on what's coming in this all new Call of Duty. Get eyes on the first in-depth look at gameplay in this dark new chapter of the series. And if you're new to Game Pass, we've got a figurative mountain of games for you to check out and play while waiting for that pre-install button to light up for Black Ops 6. Check out the hundreds of games here at xbox.com/Game Pass. Keep the comms open. We'll have more at Game Pass PC and Xbox Game Pass with more details soon. So, with that said, there you have it. We got the, we've been playing the videos. Let me do that. We got the videos up of the trailer that was released today and some other Call of Duty videos. I got questions for Cold Blood. So Cold Blood, let me ask you, brother. As far from what we heard, they were debating if they were going to drop this day and date into Game Pass. And it sounds like that they finally realized, okay, we're going to move forward with this. Do you think that they really had a choice to do what they do to do anything else besides what they do today? Do you think that if they wouldn't have done what they've announced today, it would have been too catastrophic. What do you think?
Well, you always have a choice. Just the consequences are rather severe if your choice was not to put it in Game Pass. Like you all your shit about the deal was Call of Duty in Game Pass. Like, that was literally it.
Yeah.
So if in the end this is the only thing that is not happening, then why would anyone ever trust you again? Like with anything. Like all these dumb shit promises that Phil makes, bro. Who is gonna believe that motherfucker again?
Yeah. Nobody.
I don't think so. I don't even think this fucking new legal would believe Phil Spencer at that point. and that fucker is as delusional as it gets. Let's be real.
I don't know, man. The diehards, man, they would probably. I mean, so what? You ain't never told a lie before in your life.
Oh my god, nah. Oh no.
The diehards will find something, bruh.
Oh, bro, just put a clown mask on. Like, if anything from Activision does not come day one on Game Pass, and you're still gonna defend it, put the fucking clown mask on. Like, bruh, nah. You said everything day one in Game Pass, so do it.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I want to see the fucking train wreck. Go down with the fucking ship.
Yep.
That's what I want to see now. And it's going to be funny as hell.
I was going to ask this question later, but we might as well open this can of worms now and get it out of the way because I see a bunch of people like Sean answering this in the chat. What are your thoughts on its impact on PlayStation? I mean, do you think, you hear people out there talking. I see tweets where, the ponies are shook. Like people are going to actually give up their PlayStation, their library, just to play Call of Duty on Game Pass. What do you think of that being a possibility?
What kind of dumbass logic is that? You're gonna just throw out your fucking PlayStation with all the shit you got on the PlayStation?
Yeah, just for Call.
Just to go over there, pay another $500 plus a fucking subscription that is costing you $200 something a year.
Yeah,
for Call of Duty.
For Call of Duty.
Yeah. Well, if you do that, you're the biggest moron I ever saw in my life. Like, but I should not give you access to none of my fucking money then. Because it'd be gone in a second. Fucking hell.
Oh my God. They think this is like, I could understand if the game was, number one, if the game was exclusive to Xbox, and I don't even think Game Pass is not a lure, I think, for the average Call of Duty user. Because the average Call of Duty user, they might buy FIFA or FC, whatever the fuck it's called. They might buy that in Call of Duty. They might buy that Call of Duty in Madden. They might buy that and then they play Fortnite. You know what I'm
saying? Wait. Sean, what are you talking about? What budget gamer? $200 a year just to play Call of Duty, bruh. Think a little bit before you say shit like that. No. $200 a year to play Call of Duty. If it's the only fucking thing you play. You gotta be crazy.
Yeah, you're not giving up your library. Look, and like to Cold Blood's point, Sean, I'll say it. I'll play good cop. A little bit more nicely. You gotta think. Call of Duty is a group thing. Like Cold Blood can speak to this more than me. Nobody is like really a solo Call of Duty person. Like, for instance, prime example, Cold Blood. I mean, you're playing X Defined by yourself, but we're trying to set up like a little mini clan or something like that, right? Like
nobody answers me. That's
I know.
sure, not Dorian. So what can I do about it?
Yeah, I mean, you'll play it. You ain't got no other choice. You'll do it. But the knee-jerk reaction when it comes to these games is you try to set up a clan that you can regularly play with. So you got to remember, Sean, if somebody leaves, like number one, the diehard Call of Duty player is not leaving. Why? Because they've gotten accustomed to playing on PlayStation. Playing on PlayStation and playing with the PlayStation controller is different from playing on Xbox. They've gotten accustomed to that. Number two, the diehards are the more hardcore gamers, meaning they're buying more shit. Like a prime example, Cold Blood. Cold Blood is just like the prime example here. Number three, because he's more diehard and he's buying his shit on PlayStation, he's not giving that up for Xbox. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? So you got to remember that budget gamer that you're talking about, Cold Blood is in his clan and he's leaning on Cold Blood. He's relying on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you a prime example. My brother-in-law that we just visited, me and him were talking, and because he knows what I do, and he was like, yeah, my daughter had bought me an Xbox One, and I told her to take that shit back. Or not Xbox One, Xbox Series. And I told her to take that shit back. And she was like, well, why? Why take it back, Dad? And he was like, because I'm not playing on Xbox. He said, I got old games from Xbox One, like some old, like State of Decay that he plays there. He says, but nah, I'm playing Call of Duty on my PlayStation. He's still stuck on PlayStation 4. I'm playing it on my PlayStation 4.
Wait, look, what nobody is realizing right now is that the standard Call of Duty we're talking about right now is nowhere near as popular as the fucking free-to-play game.
That is true.
That is Warzone.
Yeah, that is true.
So really, who got a W here in the end? Like, I don't think Xbox got a W from this. It's more like a fucking self-inflicted L that they get even less money for their shit now.
Yeah, I think the move was made. I don't think it was a W. Except if you're a Game Pass owner and you're already invested in Game Pass, fine. Now you don't have to buy Call of Duty. That's cool.
Well, okay, for the dudes that stack Game Pass to the fucking nth degree,
yeah.
Sure, you are fucking fine for a while.
Yeah, you're good. It is a W for you, but it's not going to flip people from PlayStation to Xbox. No. Secondly, the reason why they decided to do this is because they want to grow their subscriptions, and the people that are on their consoles, maybe they'll get some more subscribers from them, and maybe they'll get some more PC subscribers. That's it. That's what this is all a play for the subscriptions for those people that are on PC, that are on Xbox, to try to grow those numbers so they don't remain stale and stagnant. This is not going to make a budget, quote unquote, as Sean was alluding to, PlayStation guy come over to Xbox, because the PlayStation guy, like with my brother-in-law, he's like, no, I'm playing on my PlayStation 4 because these are all my free. Started naming his friends. These are all my friends are at, and I played with them. You guys got to remember that these people have friends that they play with. These ain't, nobody's playing Call of Duty all like that solo. They got their clan that they roll with, and that's who they rely on. And if you're a more casual gamer that happens to like Call of Duty, the better gamers are your Cold Bloods and the motherfuckers that are diehard, hardcore gamers. You're not leaving them. You are not leaving them. Not at all. Now, if Call of Duty was exclusive to Xbox, then we're talking a different story. Then we're talking about impact. But Game Pass doesn't have an impact, especially when the game is still on PlayStation as well, whether your budget or not. It's not worth it because, like Cold Blood even said, when you do the math, if all I buy is 2 games, that's $140 a year. By the time I'm done paying for Game Pass for the year, that's $200. I'm out $60.
Well, wait. You gotta pay PlayStation Plus too. Don't forget that.
Yeah. Okay, fair. But I'm still out money. And I'm definitely going to be out money because guess what? That price is going up, son. That price is going up. That price for whatever tier Call of Duty is going in, I'm putting my chips on game. It's Game Pass Ultimate is either going to go up significantly in price, and that's where the Call of Duty is going to launch in. It's not going to be available to regular Game Pass people. It might be available to, well, I don't know. It might be available to PC Game Pass people, but them prices are either going up or it's going in a different tier. I'll put it to you like that.
Let's be real. The only ones winning here right now are the PC dudes. Like,
yeah,
they don't have to pay nothing for online play.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Call of Duty goes in the Ultimate tier, then they're also fucked.
Yeah. Nope. So I see it either going into the Ultimate only or going into a specific tier, or the prices are significantly going to go up to factor in Call of Duty. But I think they want to do this to bump up subscriptions. So yeah, this ain't gonna happen, man. This ain't gonna have no impact. You know,
how many of them are gonna play Call of Duty and cancel their subscription right after? That is what I want to know.
Yeah. Yeah, who's going to try it? But like, nope, not for me. Well, that's the trend that we see with Game Pass anyway. Not for me. I don't like this game, and they're gone.
So one month in a year, you get a bump, yeah, and that's fucking over.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, and then you lose out because, like with Starfield, instead of getting somebody to commit $70 and be like, no, I don't like this shit, and then they trade it in or whatever, all they got to do is pay $15. You're shorting yourself $55. And that's why putting Starfield, I'm sorry, I get it. Look, it worked out for me as a gamer. I'm not invested in Microsoft. I'm not that invested in Game Pass. I don't give two hoots. I know better than to rely on the service. I know better than to rely on PlayStation Plus, even though I like PlayStation Plus. I know better than to rely on that. I just happen to, I don't mind paying it, but I don't put too much into it. But even though it worked out for me, if I'm advising them, I'm like, no, we're not putting Starfield day and date in Game Pass. And 2, it's going on PlayStation. It's going on PlayStation 2. Still trash, but you get a lot more money for it. Would you say?
And it's going to the next Switch for damn sure.
Yeah, it's going to Switch too. Your Ron Slusher says PlayStation 5 owners are not buying Game Pass to play. Yeah, it just mathematically doesn't make sense. Killing it in the chat. Ice Cream says, I'm okay after the past few days getting stressed. Plus, I get used to it now. Well, that's good to hear that things are progressing. Ice Queen. What did you say? 200. Oh yeah, I saw Sean that. Let me see here what Sean put up here. 200 for the S plus 200 a year. Which is Paul Game. Oh, no, that was Paul Game that said that. Mike Johnson says they're going to finish campaign and then cancel Game Pass. Yeah. That's another thing. There are a lot of people like myself who get Call of Duty for the campaign. Now, I'm not going to say most of us. No, hell no. But there's a significant number of people that get Call of Duty for the campaign. We might try the multiplayer and be like, nah, it still ain't for me. But there's a lot of us that get it for the campaign. They're gonna try it and then they're gonna leave. To me, it's silly because they're trying their best to uphold the silly metric cold blood, and to me it just doesn't make sense. But whatever. But let me ask you about the quality. Do you think by launching it into Game Pass, that's a signal that, hey, this is just going to be another 58 meta or even worse piece of shit version of the game?
Well, pull up the one article I sent you.
Oh, hold on, let me look.
I mean, if that is true, bro, oh my god.
No, which one is that?
Wait.
Oh, you're talking about the one from Drama Alert where it says about the remastered maps?
Yep.
Okay, let me pull. Yeah.
Because that is the exact same thing they did with Modern Warfare.
Oh yeah. That's because they're like, it's going to be another. It's just more DLC. Is I'm hearing a lot of people. And again, if you didn't,
look, if that is true, bro,
yep.
Call of Duty is fucking done.
Mm-hmm.
Like the main Call of Duty is fucking done. It's all about Warzone at that point.
Yeah.
Like how can you put 2 games in a row that have just remastered fucking maps?
Yeah.
Are you out of ideas? Is that it? Because
I think.
To me, that is that is not worth no $70 or fucking $20 a month. Absolutely not. That shit should be free.
You know what I think? I think they said, look, it's been rumored that Bobby Kotick and I forgot the guy that used to work under him, that they were notorious in like beating them into like doing, they did fuddy-duddy shit, don't get me wrong, but they believed in super duper crunch. They didn't give a fuck. They beat you to the white meat there at Activision Blizzard for you to create and squeeze out content. I think once this deal was on the table, they were fucking hands off. I think they were like, this is they're going to put this shit in Game Pass. Like, why am I going to continue to stress myself out and like go ape shit? Like, let everybody relax. Fuck it. Just remake some maps. You do it. You know, you're about to be Microsoft's problem. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid in the shade. That's what I think happened. And I think that's why you're seeing these even shittier versions and lackluster versions, because they know that for a while, I mean, what's the alternative? Were you going to go play Battlefield? What's the alternative? And now that even though Modern Warfare 3 was again remastered maps and it got a 58 meta and it, you know, was clowned, that motherfucker's still selling like crazy, bro. It's still so they're like, oh shit, this is right up our alley. We can keep doing this dog shit because we got people. It's like Madden. We got people. There is no viable alternative. So, you know, let's do what we do. We can provide less. Where else are they gonna go? I think that's what happened. Like Bobby Kotick and the one guy that was there that the one girl replaced and they made her head, the girl that they made the head of Activision Blizzard when they got rid of Mike, she replaced the guy. He ended up leaving. He was like, "Nah, this is too much for me." They would just go ape shit and stress everybody out and make them put out like all this fucking content to keep Call of Duty at status quo. And when they presented that deal, they were like, "Oh, you guys want to put this in Game Pass? Fuck, okay, all right." They just stepped back. So I think this is the level of the mainline quality towards Call of Duty that I think you guys and gals can expect from here on out. I don't think it's going to get any better. He says Call of Duty will never die. Nothing is close to replacing it, sadly, says Sean. Bobby got the bag. He says, I don't have any issues with crunch. Yeah, he don't care. He says most people do not give a flying flup. Do we think Call of Duty quality will increase, decrease, or stay the same under the leadership of Phil? Yeah, that's actually part of the question I was going to ask Cold Blood. Cold Blood, what do you think is going to? You think the quality is going to continue to go down, and what role does Game Pass have to play with that?
I mean, can you go any lower than more for free?
That is true. Yeah, it's a point I made in my
literally
video.
A campaign puzzled together from fucking Warzone maps.
Yeah,
where the fucking story is told. I don't know, in fucking shambles, literally.
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. No, I hope not. I hope they increase the quality so there's a fucking incentive to get Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think so. Like, I don't feel. Nah.
Yeah, like I said this. It's funny that you said that, because I recorded my video on my own. You know, without sharing notes or anything like that. You said exactly what I said in my video. Like, does it get any worse? How can you go lower than Modern Warfare 3? You just simply can't. And it being in Game Pass, it already fits the Game Pass shithole. You know what I'm saying? It already fits the Game Pass shit sandwich model. So it's like, okay, we got away with it. We sold a whole bunch. People don't give a fuck. This is what you're going to continue to get. We're going to come up with clever marketing. We're going to put Dick Cheney and George Bush, in there. Next one, we'll put Obama and Kennedy in that motherfucker, and we'll just sell it. Put SpongeBob in the next one. He'll be downloadable content, and you mofos will buy it. Yeah. So I think it, Paul, to answer your question, it's shitty already. It's already diarrhea food. You know what I mean? We got A Camp 162 that says, I don't know if Phil being over it has anything to do with it. I think quality will decrease because a lot of people responsible for Treyarch games were removed when Microsoft Gaming had to. But see, that's Phil's tethered to that. See, I get your point. And I feel like you're arguing your point in very good faith. You know what I'm saying? But what I think is, we're not looking at this from 5,000 feet. And I'm not trying to play 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon here, but hear me out. Hear me out, A-Camp. The reason why Satya is being so heavy-handed, and the reason why Satya is like, look, we got to get this 75 billion back, is because he tried it Phil's way. He tried taking that content from Bethesda and making it exclusive for Game Pass. And what came out of that? The monumental failure, which was, what's it called? Redfall, which should have never been released, or released in the state that it was. And then Starfield, which, yeah, within its 30-day launch window, saw some impressive numbers here and there. But they told you this was going to be a big game that people would be playing for decades. There were more people playing the Fallout games, of course. And there's more people playing Skyrim than is playing Starfield. Starfield that just most recently launched is being beat by 6, 7, 13-year-old games. That was not the play. And you got to remember, what prompted them to buy Bethesda is because they felt like they couldn't be without Starfield. So Starfield was the big anchor in that purchase. And with these big purchases, you got to get your money back and some. And they messed up because I think that Tim Stewart, when he talked about them wanting to make Bethesda games better or best or whatever, first, better, or best on Xbox, that was their multi-plat approach. Somewhere in between that time, Phil convinced Satya, "No, we got to let's do this for Game Pass," and that was a failure. That was a failure because it didn't do what it needed to do for Game Pass. It didn't bolster their console sales. It didn't bolster the cloud activity the way that they needed it to. And last but certainly not least, it was at the heart of the CMA decision that caused them to have to do these 10-year deals with Call of Duty. Therefore, they lost all the leverage that they would have had with Sony to even try to compete. See, I think Satya would have been down with going exclusive after they got ABK because they would have had all that leverage. But because that they did it out of turn, the way Phil wanted to, that's caused Satya's heavy hand because he trusted Phil. That's his guy that got in charge of gaming. I don't know that much about gaming, and I know on high surface stuff. I trusted you, Phil. I trusted your analysis about how these consoles would do. I trusted what you want to do with Bethesda. Now you take a seat and just make sure that we don't lose too much money. Me and Amy are directing this, right? So then, what does that got to do with Phil's leadership with Call of Duty? Well, they made a lot of heavy-handed choices, as you alluded to. A lot of them was because Satya wanted to do them. If you follow our content, me and Cold Blood, we broke the news here from Steve. Well, Steven Totillo actually broke the news, but we broke it for you guys here on YouTube that Steven Totillo had found in the documents that actually Activision Blizzard knew that Microsoft was looking to do the massive 1900 cuts before the purchase even happened. They had told their investors, Bobby Kotick told the board and the investors, look, we got 2 bids. We don't know who the second bid is. We got one bid that's looking to be a little bit more fruitful with the clientele and kind of stay in the direction that we're at. And there's another group that's looking to do these radical changes to completely uproot what we're doing and lay off a whole bunch of people. The thing is that the second group is offering a lot more money. And of course, the board was like, well, we don't care what happens to this shit after we're out of here. Let them do. We're going with the group that's giving us more money. So again, Satya gets more heavy-handed because of the failures of Phil. Now you got this dog shit that they got to manage. Do we really think that Phil is going to increase the quality? Let's look at Phil's history. Phil told us, when I say us, I mean me in present tense. Phil told us that Crackdown 3 was the game that Xbox gamers deserved. Phil looked at Redfall and said, this is a game that is a AAA banger, and he felt that way because he said that they rated it internally double digits higher than what it was. This is a AAA banger, and this is such a banger, I'm going to introduce this game to the world. I am going to sit on stage and introduce this game to the world. Can you imagine? And as far as I'm concerned, despite Metacritic scores, Forspoken is leagues better than Redfall. But can you imagine if Jim Ryan is the one that introduced, that was like, well, it's not a first party game, but still. Or Foam Stars. He was like, he closed out the show with Foam Stars. and said, okay, now, had this special light beam down on him. That's what Phil did with Redfall at XO19, I believe it was. All right. So then he did that. And then they doubled down on the rhetoric with Starfield. This is the most important RPG of a lifetime. Dud. So yes, we can look at definitive actions that were spearheaded by Satya as far as like gutting Treyarch. You're absolutely right there. But it's cause and effect. Satya does this as a result. It's an effect that is caused by Phil's failures. And he's like, you really don't know you're no better than me at understanding this. Set aside. Sit back, son. I'm taking over the driving seat now. And if he were to give the keys and the wheel back to Phil, would he make it any better? Would he be able to turn lemons into lemon? No. He would turn lemons into horse manure. Phil just does not have an eye. He does not have a talent for this at this level. Savvy business guy, sure. Great gamer, sure. There's, like I said, I think Phil should be at ESA. He'd be a great advocate for gaming with talking to government people and trying to host shows and stuff. He'd be great at that. This role right here, no. And as long as he's there, I don't care what situation he's given, he's going to mess it up. You know what I mean? So,
is Phil still learning, Moss?
Is he? Yeah, he probably still is. Well, we're still learning. I mean, we just got ABK. Can't blame me for that. Console's a Polaroid. Let's go into mobile. He's no good. He says, good point. Z was right when he said it was Phil's job to move Xbox fans away from the consoles to PC and services. How else can you explain Phil getting promoted after so many poor decisions? I think Phil got promoted because he made money. He was in charge when Xbox, he listened to Satya enough and they made money. That's why Phil got promoted. 2018 was pivotal in Phil getting promoted. Why? Because with everything that Satya stripped from them, and Sony's, at the time, their 24-year high was 2018 of revenue, profits, whatever, sales and everything. Instead of them being, because Sony outperformed them as far as output, like 3-1. They had all these exclusives, sales and all that. But revenue-wise, Xbox was only $6 billion behind them. 18 to 24 billion, I think it was. Sony's like, hold on. We like outperformed you. We should be if you're at 16 billion, we should be at 900 billion. And Sony, it was because they just stayed a steady course and just was supportive of Fortnite, Multiplats, and Minecraft. So Satya looked at that and said, that's my guy. He was fooled because when it came, he's his guy as long as they're just a place for you to play Multiplats and you just happen to want to do it somewhere else besides PlayStation. But when it came to exclusive content or innovation, everything that they needed to hit the, check boxes on this generation, he failed at. And it started with the email that was released in the court documents about what he had to say about the consoles. That's why, he got promoted. He got promoted because of 2018. I mean, Z is right. Yeah, they wanted to move from consoles. Yes, they definitely wanted to do that. But I don't even think Satya is happy with him now. But where else is he going to go to? Nobody wants that job. Nobody wants that job. Who wants that job?
Sarah wanted it.
You think Sarah Barlow? I mean, Phil's position. I don't think Sarah wants Phil. Oh my God. Like, she's out of, again, and not again, because when you don't have, and trust me, I'm the Stadia guy, so I know all about this. When you have someone at the top that does not understand gaming and the culture, it's just a recipe for disaster. Satya doesn't understand the culture. It helps if you have people under you that can speak clearly, speak firmly, and know how to excel. But again, they're still beholden to you, the leadership. And Satya doesn't understand gaming, so he doesn't understand who belongs where. Like Matt Booty is someone that he advocated for. Matt Booty has no fucking, there's no reason for him to be where he's at. He's done nothing for Xbox Studios at all. He should have been gone. Sarah Bond, as great as she was testifying in court, she knows how to talk to business numbers. She needs to be in some type of acquisition or business to business role. She has no business being the head of Xbox. And Phil Spencer, where do I fucking start? Y'all got another 5 hours?
Let's go.
So yeah, I mean, they're just fucked all the way around. They're fucked all the way around. Nobody wants that job, but if somebody did want the job, Satya would have to sit there and really be able to be flexible enough to say, okay, if we really want to excel here, I got to push against some of these narratives. Like, we can't have day and date, any of this shit, except for the AA experiences. I don't think none of your AAA experiences should be day and date. It's too much money involved. And then we gotta better look at our AAA experiences, and we gotta find a way to make them better. We can't just mass produce shit like this is Windows. Unlike Windows, you can fuck up a version and still see massive sales because why? Because there's no alternative to Windows for the users. They're not going to Linux. If they're going to use Linux, they would have never went to Windows in the first place. So for your Windows users, they all they can do is complain, make you look bad on TV or wherever, but they're still going to use it. You don't have that luxury when it comes to gaming, outside of Call of Duty, apparently. But you don't have that luxury. You start dropping duds, you're going to get clowned, and you're going to see the lackluster sales that you see with Game Pass, your consoles, everything. He said Matt Booty got the cooties. Matt Booty, man, he is fucking horrible. He's bad and feels bad. Oh shit, they on Z's neck. Paul Game said Z also said Game Pass would increase game sales and that Sony wanted to put MLB Show on Xbox. Did Z say that shit? Oh, Z, he got answered for that shit. Y'all gotta send me a clip of that. I don't think Z said that. If Z said that, he must, you know what I'm saying? He must have just woke up. I don't think
Z said that. I think it's fucking Mellow and them dumbasses.
Yeah, they said that shit on his show. I don't think Z said that shit. I don't know, Paul. I mean, you know, you got to send me the link, bro.
Well, if you can give us a link, bro.
Yeah.
Oh no.
See, he got answer for that shit if he said that. A-Cat1 said yes he did. Oh shit. Oh man.
What podcast was that from?
Yeah, I got to see that one. Yeah, I missed that one. Oh man.
Before Mellow?
Shit, I might have to call off that day from work just so I can make a podcast. Be like, see, what they talking about here, man? Oh man. He said it was all before Mellow was a thing. Was I on the show, Paul? Because we was getting into our we got to defend Phil bag sometimes, or we got to defend not Phil. No. We never liked that motherfucker. Well, I you know. for the job that he did. But was I there, Paul? Because sometimes me, Z, and Neethles, we'd feed off each other and try to defend Xbox in undefendable ways and shit. Paul Gabe said you might have been. I don't remember. Okay, it must have been during that era, and I just don't remember it. Maybe I just wasn't there that day. Oh man. Please keep Phil away from gaming altogether. You think? I mean, I think he would be a good lobbyist. I think, because, like, for instance, now they're trying to fucking states, man. I don't even want to turn this into that type of podcast. We could talk about the members with that. You guys heard of the Call of Duty lawsuit, right? Like, there was a mass shooting, and now they're trying to blame Call of Duty. These games that are violent in nature are played everywhere. Why isn't there the violence everywhere like there is here in the States? I don't think it's the games. It's a multitude of things. One thing I will tell you, because I was talking to Cold Blood about, and I don't want to turn it, here in the States, we are the worst fucking parents, period. We are. We suck. All we want to do is put a screen in front of the kids, and we want to go about our business and do whatever work 55 hours. We don't want to pay a kid. We want to put our kids, drop them off at a soccer game, drop them off at daycare. When they're around us, put a screen in front of them. We are fucking horrible. And it has nothing to do with violent video games. These motherfuckers could be playing the Kaju dating sim and shit, like how y'all forced me to do that one Foamy Friday, right? They could be playing that shit and just have all types of mental shit happening, and they go out and do crazy shit. There are a multitude of things that are happening. Trust me, it ain't video games. Or you have situations to where, like, okay, maybe your 5-year-old shouldn't be playing fucking Grand Theft Auto, but I think that's less indicative of the game that they're playing, and the fact that you just throw anything in front of them just so you can, do your thing. So I think that Phil would be a great lobbyist to stop and better explain that shit and stop our ridiculous politicians from doubling down on that dog shit. But outside of that, yeah, I don't see anything else that he would be good at. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Again. But here's the problem, Paul G. If they win that lawsuit, oh man, guess how many games will get sued? Guess what stops being made? You know what I'm saying? Guess what stops being made? So, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere. But every time it pops up, it's a danger. You just got to look out for it. Neethles was there, said, okay, if Neethles was there, then I probably was floating around here and there. And that's okay. All right. It was old school. Okay. We was all tripping. The three of us were all tripping. Cause remember that slide that we talked about the last show, Cold Blood, with the, and I told you that was the slide we were using where we said that games were coming day and date to PlayStation Plus. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Z would ask me for man, let me pull out that slide, man. He would ask me for that shit all the time, and I just chuckle and give it to him. It doesn't mean anything. Oh, we got True Virgil in the house. He says frauds. True Virgil. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, Hellblade 2 is amazing. How many hours you got in it, Virgil? 99. 999 hours.
Exactly when it launched, and since then it was on his Xbox.
999. I wonder how many not Jay Gaming got. 13. Bots. They're manufactured. Like the derogatory term for y'all Xbox fanboys is so spot on when they call y'all bots. Cold Blood, have you noticed now that over the weekend, because everybody's like, no, and they started recycling that same, what's it called, showing 13 hours. Now everybody exactly has 13 hours in Hellblade.
that one dude, Nico Müller, that motherfucker had 40 hours in it.
Yeah, come
and
on,
he's
man.
on his 5th playthrough.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Now everybody has exactly, it went from 11 hours to 13 hours. Stop it.
I'm gonna tell you, Paul, game the exact game time I had in this fucking game.
Oh, shit.
And I was eating in between and fixing the fucking stream at one point.
Yes. And y'all was there, y'all saw it. And I was able to go ahead. I was able to catch bits and pieces of it, and he wasn't just beelining; he was searching for shit. Go ahead, Cold Blood.
So, where can I see the playtime here?
You can see it in the. I don't know. You would probably want to better go in game to get some.
Shit. The problem is I had the motherfucker running for a while when I was trying.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what we were saying earlier.
It says 10 hours, but it was no fucking 10 hours.
Yeah, no 10 hours. Like the game stream, when you add up the time in the game in the playlist, it's like barely over 6 hours. It's barely over 6 hours. And it's the Xbox app. The Xbox app can bloat shit. That's why I said these motherfuckers is frauding. 13 hours on a 5-hour game. The game has different narratives after you beat it. Okay, that's fine. But we're talking about a single playthrough. True, Virgil. What is it? 6% on Xbox
narratives? What are you talking about? It's a different narrator, not different narratives. Bro, I'm from fucking Germany and I know the difference.
Hey, yo! Oh, hey, Cold Blood. English is like your third language, right? It's this motherfucker's first language. He still don't get it. Oh, Cold Blood speak like 5 different languages. Hey, oh, come on, True Virgil. Don't go out like that, man. True Virgil, don't go out like that, man. Don't let him do you like that. He did you dirty right there, man. Oh, man. Cold Blood speaks like a handful of languages. True Virgil knows half of English. He still couldn't get narratives versus narrators. Come on, True Virgil. We got to do better than that. He tried to say, what he tried to say, Cold Blood, it was a whole new storyline and shit.
Yeah, the whole storyline is different all of a sudden because someone else is telling it.
You get 6 new narratives. Oh, man. I was thinking the same thing. I'm sitting there thinking like, now, come on, True Virgil. Like, Cold Blood speaks several languages. English, all you got to focus on is English. True Virgil, how you get that wrong? Oh, yeah, whatever. Well, even if it is his bottom girl, he got it. They still above you. You underneath the bunk bed. Oh, man. This dude is crazy. There's 17 story narratives after you beat the game.
Oh, correct. Yeah, right, bro. Yeah, right.
Hey, bro, hit that. Y'all gotta hit that like button. Ain't no better performer than you.
Even if you meant to write narrator, yeah, I would also say, and who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Like, bro, nah.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Whew. Oh,
At least we have one resident troll bot in here. It's kind of funny.
Oh man, that's why. Yeah, I love True Virgil. When True Virgil comes, man, I get excited. How do you do? Paul Game says Colt Virgil. Oh man, 40 hours and 1 achievement. This is not your mother. Yeah, that was crazy. But I want y'all to pay close attention to that. When y'all see these bots out here, everybody has exactly
Can you tell us the post numbers?
Yeah, hold on. I gotta find, because I know who's been on his ass is Chris Steele. Shout out to Chris Steele. He's been on his ass. Post got let me go to Chris Steele. Yeah. See if I can find. He's been on his ass. Oh man, hold on. I gotta find this shit. Oh man, hold on. Oh, I gotta find it. Damn it. Oh, hold on. Let me just go to his profile. We just go to Chris's profile. We got 10 more minutes, Chris. Mr. Chris. I hate when these motherfuckers. I don't know why y'all can't do what me and Cold Blood do with our Twitter handles. Y'all names will be Pete, and then your Twitter handles will be Moldy Loaf of Bread and shit. There we go. Okay. I got a handle for your handles. Okay. Let me see if I'm his tweet. I think it's like he got 0 achievements, but like 13 hours or some shit. I gotta find it. Oh man.
No fucking way.
Yeah, it's something crazy. Chris, I'm about to ask Chris if he could send it to me. God damn it. Oh man, hold on. No, that's. Yeah, when he showed it, I was like, "What?" I liked it, but it was funny, but it didn't surprise me. And the reason why it didn't surprise me is because for all this capping that he does, Post don't play none of these games. He plays none of these games, bro. But y'all be following him. Y'all, he's getting paid out of the shade from y'all engagements on Twitter. It is wild. Oh man, I can't find it all of a sudden. Oh no. Here it goes. He got 5 hours and 44 minutes played with 3 out of 11 trophies. But he was sitting there talking all this stuff. He says 3 achievements. Hold on, let me put it up here. 3 achievements. He says 3 achievements in nearly 6 hours of play. My guess is 100K Deli, aka Post Up, is using an old PSN Tim Dog Xbox tactic of sitting at the start menu, or post diabetes made him fall asleep with the controller in hand, climbing the mountain. Oh shit. Yeah, and that's it. That's all he's gonna have. But he's gonna be on Twitter all day. You know what I'm saying? xCloud is wonderful. Well, if xCloud was so wonderful, take your diabetic pork riding slurping ass and go play it on the phone while you're doing taxi cab confessions. When you get to a stop, all you got to do is walk. Just walk up a mountain, like Chris said. You know what I'm saying? And do that. But instead, you wanted to sit here on Twitter all day. You don't play a goddamn thing. He said, Post Up is a sexy black man who games on a real platform. Hey, okay. All right, well, you got it. Hellblade is spectacular. Don't make me glue out of the whole state.
How in the fuck do you have only 3 achievements in 5 hours? Actually, almost 6 hours.
bruh, because it's post up.
Like no, he cannot tell me he looked at every single grass patch and every single rock formation while he was going through the game. Bro,
I'll tell you. Cold blood, you don't understand. I was amazed. I looked at that grass. I said, "Ooh, I could lay in that grass and fall asleep." Oh man, this dude don't play nothing, man. He don't play nothing.
He is everything but the child of God.
He's you call post up. I'm just saying, man. I'm just telling y'all getting hustled. Y'all getting finessed out here. And I'm kind of disappointed in the ponies. Because from what I understand, me and Cold Blood was talking. From what I understand, y'all mugs fell for that whole PlayStation is going day and date on PC because it's something he put on Twitter. So now y'all not a ponies is listening to him too? My God. You know, so I'm kind of disappointed in my pony brethren too. Even though I'm not, I'm not a pony, but I still consider y'all my brethren. We're distant cousins. He said, "Post up as a lawyer and he doesn't need to." I bet so. Yeah, he's a traveling lawyer.
His lawyer career ended when the deal was done.
Oh man, it sure was. I'm the Google paralegal. Yeah, sure did. Cold blood. I got one last question before we get ready to get out of here. Do you think X Defiant has a chance now to dethrone? Maybe not this year, but soon. Do you think it has an opportunity to dethrone Call of Duty with its apparent lack of quality that's going to start having, or it still doesn't have a chance?
Just be consistent. Like, you made your point, you want to be different than Call of Duty and make everything more consumer friendly. Be consistent with that shit now. Don't go the fucking now we're gonna nickel and dime you for everything route.
Oh yeah, because okay.
And then also do not listen to Call of Duty players, please.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not. Don't put some fucking skill-based matchmaking in this game. It does not need it. Don't do no kill streaks. Like, nah, fuck that. You got ultimates for that. They are already overpowered as fuck. We don't need no fucking campers now that are just sitting in a fucking corner and doing nothing the whole game. Because, oh no, I am on a kill streak. I can't die now.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, be consistent. I like the messaging with the director of the game, this Mark Rubin guy.
Yeah.
I just hope the content they release is gonna be good. That's all I'm asking now.
And what you're saying?
I mean, they said they're gonna.
Go ahead.
No, they said they're gonna make the kill cam and the hit registration right. I believe them.
Okay. Well, me and you were talking offline about Rainbow Six Siege and how. Now, I personally was like, well, there's other people doing it, but apparently Rainbow Six Siege just pissed off their clientele or their gamer base because now they're going to have like content that's behind the paywall. And you are right. X Defiant is building its name off of being consumer friendly. So that's something that even though other people are doing it, you do not mimic what Rainbow Six is doing because that's the antithesis of the message that you're trying to extract goodwill out of these gamers. And if you try to do what Rainbow Six did, even though other people are doing it, I think you're gonna have a problem. Because you got to be far better and you got to be above it all way more than Call of Duty. Because there has to be incentive to come over to you. That's just my thought. But I mean, but Rainbow Six is a completely different subject matter. And again, when it comes to Ubisoft, some of these tactics, you You're going to start seeing them more and more with Ubisoft because they were successful elsewhere. My message is, be fair. You don't like them with Ubisoft. You don't like them anywhere. Open your mouth, say something about them, but don't be surprised. They're going to try. There's going to be a lot more shit that we don't like that gives us heartburn that you're going to start seeing with Ubisoft, because I really think they're in a desperate state right now. So, is Rainbow Six players or a different breed? Yeah, I agree with that. I do agree. He says, post up as a computer hardware engineer plus a YouTube acquisition. You would think Paul Gaming, you know what I'm saying? You would think Paul Game. Hip Hop told me. You would think. And shout out to Post Up. I wish nothing but success. But I'm just telling y'all, you got to understand what's going on. It's not about disseminating information for y'all. It's carrying water for a corporation for some reason. I don't understand it. You said Ubisoft is about to lock X-Defined and Ubisoft Plus. They do something like that. That's the death of the game. That's the death of the game. You got Warzone. Really, you're not battling Call of Duty. You're battling Warzone, which that's a steep hill to climb. Warzone's free to play. You put that shit behind Ubisoft Plus, unless Xbox gets ultra greedy and try. I wouldn't even do it. Like, you got to keep a leg up on them somehow, because Call of Duty has such a stranglehold on that demo that even if somebody else is doing shit, you can't do it. You got to find a pill. You really got to be imaginative, and you got to find ways to get money that is not going to piss people off. All right, it's time for me to get out of here, y'all. I got to go. I got an appointment, but thank y'all for joining us. Like I said, we're going to squeeze in some time to talk about Hellblade. I wanted to squeeze some gameplay in, but it just wasn't possible. But we'll figure out something. But I mean, again, I fully trust what Cold Blood is saying, but I don't want to put everything on his shoulders as far as talking about this game. I'm hearing a lot of bullshit. A lot of people throwing stuff at me, and I can't really comment but say, well, here, look at this footage, which speaks for itself. But y'all know me. I like to at least have some knowledge of what I'm talking about too. So I'm gonna try. I may do something where I just do both, and I might do Hellblade, the first one, and then jump to the second one. Shit, they're only both super short, so I might run a series on like Twitch or something like that where I do that. Okay, we're out of here. Until next time, thank y'all for joining us. We appreciate it. Until next time, have a wonderful gaming day. Peace.